Ever wake up at 3 a.m., mind racing, and wonder what's wrong with you? We're told we need 8 hours of perfect, uninterrupted sleep, but that pressure just makes things worse. What if waking up in the night isn't a problem but a natural rhythm our ancestors embraced? Before electric lights, people slept in 2 phases, with a peaceful break in between. Maybe our bodies are wired for this older pattern, not the modern ideal. Let's explore this forgotten sleep secret and see if it could change the way you rest. Today, we chase the gold standard of 8 hours straight, believing that uninterrupted sleep is the only path to feeling rested and healthy. We set alarms, track our sleep cycles, and worry if we wake up in the middle of the night, convinced that anything less than a solid block of sleep means something is wrong with us. We buy blackout curtains, invest in white noise machines, and fill our bedrooms with gadgets designed to help us achieve this elusive perfect sleep. The modern world is obsessed with optimizing rest, turning sleep into another thing to be managed and perfected. But history tells a different story. Before the Industrial Revolution, people didn't expect to sleep through the night in one long stretch. Instead, they had what was called a first sleep, and a second sleep, with a peaceful, wakeful period in between that could last an hour or more. This natural break in the night wasn't seen as a problem or a disorder. In fact, it was considered completely normal and even beneficial. People used this time to relax, think, or connect with others in their household. Some would pray, others would tend to small chores or even visit neighbors. This quiet interlude was a chance to do things that didn't fit into the busy daylight hours. Many simply reflected in the calm, journaling, meditating, or letting their minds wander in the gentle darkness. It was a time for creativity, contemplation, and peace. The shift to a single, uninterrupted block of sleep only came with the rise of artificial lighting and the demands of factory schedules. Suddenly, society expected everyone to sleep and wake at the same time, fitting rest into the rigid structure of the modern workday. Our current sleep model is actually a recent invention, shaped more by social and economic pressures than by our biology. The idea that we must sleep 8 hours straight is not a universal truth. The old way of sleeping was a shared communal experience, woven into the rhythms of daily life. Now it's almost forgotten, replaced by solitary nights and silent bedrooms. Maybe it's time to question the 8-hour myth, and consider whether our bodies and our minds might benefit from rediscovering the lost art of the first sleep. So what did people do during that midnight wakeful period? It was called the waking watch, a peaceful time for prayer, chores, or creativity. Scholars wrote, couples connected, and neighbors sometimes visited. The mind was thought to be clearer, more creative after the first sleep. Waking up wasn't a failure, it was an opportunity for reflection and connection. Today we see it as a problem, but for centuries it was simply part of life. The change wasn't about health, it was about progress. Gas lamps and electric lights let us stay up later, shrinking the window for 2 sleeps. Factory life demanded efficiency and punctuality, making biphasic sleep impractical. By the 20th century, waking at night was labeled insomnia. The 8-hour block became the only healthy way to sleep. But our bodies haven't forgotten the old rhythm. Many who wake at night may just be echoing this ancient pattern. Our sleep struggles might be a sign that our biology remembers. Waking up at 3 a.m. can feel like a nightmare. Your mind races, your heart pounds, and you wonder why you're the only one awake while the world sleeps. It's easy to panic, thinking something is wrong with you or that you're broken in some way. But what if this wakeful moment isn't a flaw, but a sign that your body is trying to return to its natural rhythm? What if your sleeplessness is actually a message from your biology, not a malfunction? Research reveals that, before the invention of artificial lighting, humans often slept in 2 distinct segments, with a period of quiet wakefulness in between. This segmented sleep was once the norm, not the exception. So what we now call insomnia might actually be our body's default setting, an ancient pattern that modern life has disrupted, not a disorder that needs to be fixed. Instead of fighting to force yourself back to sleep, consider embracing this natural pause. Use the time to reflect, read, or simply enjoy the quiet. You might find it's a peaceful, even creative part of your night. Let go of the anxiety that comes with being awake. See this period as a gentle intermission, a chance to breathe, meditate, or just be present with yourself, rather than a problem to solve. Sleep aids and pills often fail because they try to force us into a single, uninterrupted sleep cycle that may not suit our natural biology. They can leave us groggy, frustrated and disconnected from our true needs. Maybe the real solution isn't a stronger pill or stricter routine, but learning to listen to your body's ancient wisdom. Trust that your body knows what it's doing and honor its rhythms. Embrace the pause, allow yourself to rest in the quiet. Your body and perhaps even your mind might thank you for it. Curious to try it? The medieval sleep hack is all about embracing a gentler, more natural approach to rest, one that's surprisingly simple to try at home. Instead of forcing yourself to sleep straight through the night, you can experiment with a routine that's closer to how our ancestors slept for centuries. Start by dimming your lights an hour before bed. Switch off harsh overheads and opt for soft, warm lighting. This helps signal to your body that it's time to wind down, just as candlelight once did. Avoid screens and let your body wind down naturally. The blue light from devices can trick your brain into thinking it's still daytime, making it harder to fall asleep. Try sipping a calming herbal tea or listening to gentle music as you prepare for bed. These small rituals can help ease you into a restful state. If you wake up in the night, don't panic. This was once considered completely normal, not a sign of insomnia or a problem to fix. Get up, keep lights low, and do something quiet. Read, stretch, or meditate. This wakeful rest can be a peaceful, creative time, not a source of stress. Avoid screens and anything stressful. Instead, focus on activities that relax your mind and body, like journaling or gentle breathing exercises. When you feel sleepy again, return to bed for your second sleep. Let yourself drift off naturally without pressure. Many find this second sleep is deeper and more restorative, leaving you feeling refreshed in the morning. This isn't a quick fix, but a new relationship with sleep. It's about listening to your body's natural rhythms and letting go of rigid expectations. Let go of the 8-hour myth and embrace a flexible, natural rhythm. Your sleep doesn't have to look like everyone else's to be healthy. Next time you're awake at night, reach for a book instead of a pill. Give yourself permission to rest in a way that feels right for you. You might rediscover a peaceful, ancient way to rest, one that honors your body's needs and the quiet beauty of the night. Reclaim the night as a time for calm, not anxiety. Let it become a gentle pause in your day, a chance to reconnect with yourself and the world around you.